Hi there, it's Simulacrum. Today we are building a starter house in Willow Creek. First, let's take a look at the neighborhood and what surrounds it. Foundry Cove neighborhood is situated near the railway, warehouses, and a lot of industrial facilities. I guess it isn't the best option in the world in terms of comfort, and because of it, I've decided to make this neighborhood into what they call disadvantaged neighborhood. I think The Sims 4 as a life simulator really lacks this type of living area. Not all of us live in fancy schmancy mansions, and many people live in such kind of conditions, and we need the representation of it in the game. I believe there was some kind of this type of lots in The Sims the second and the third. At least I remember the rabbit hole for the criminal career in The Sims 3. So yeah, there were these kinds of lots in these games. And what is more, I think that The Sims 4 really lacks the challenge. It's just too easy to achieve everything in this game, you know, right? When I used to play the original Sims and The Sims 2, oh god, it was extremely difficult in comparison with what we have now. And because of it, we need to simulate real life kind of challenges in our save files. So because of it, I present you Nasty Starter House. So the story behind this lot is that once cute small house was abandoned and soon it became stash for strollers. This is the filthy starter home for your fresh of the cast Sims who are not afraid of difficulties of limited budget estate options. And I wanted to add some gameplay with this lot. And it is up to you, will your Sims try to immediately escape from this neighborhood after saving up simoleons for a better option, or will they try to fix things up? So yeah, you have to decide it. And believe me, there will be a lot of fixer-upper gameplay with this lot. So our lot is originally called Streamlit Single, and the house that I built has a really simple shape. It isn't even like simple, it's basically a box. But I don't have anything against box houses. Box house is not necessarily bad. You can really blend it with details and landscaping, and I think the whole box situation is not that bad. With this lot, I have used a lot of debug objects. I'm so grateful that we can use them in the game. I believe it's been a long since the update with which this debug is available. Yeah, and these objects, including this fence and individual parts of it, they really help to make lot to look more seamless. We are really restricted with the lot sizes, you know, and God knows how badly I want at least the lot size choosing option in the game. But working with what we have, arranging debug fences really expands the shapes of lot, and it looks much more realistic, I think. Yeah, and the real game changer was this debug mini grass from the Get Together expansion pack. And as you have seen, terrain paint really helped to obtain this abandoned look of the lot and get the effect of dry, untidy grass and like nobody looked after it for ages. I basically covered the whole lot with this grass and I absolutely love it. And I'm going to cover the whole neighborhood with it. It just, you know, is type of object which is a more realistic kind of site. It just differs from the other plant's design style or what it's called. Please let me know if you know. So here I'm placing more random objects like these boxes, basketball. Yeah, and I've placed plenty of garbage in the lot. I'm sorry. As for this sign, I imagine that this is the for sale signboard. You know, one which estate agents hang in front of the door? This newspaper stand, I think, creates the atmosphere of this neighborhood as it is kind of city looking. I found so many objects that I have never seen before. No, it's not my first time using the debug menu, but every time I find something new. Here I'm struggling to find the object that I need. Oh god, I would be so happy if we were able to use the eyedropper tool and debug objects. However, at least we have debug objects themselves in the game. But I hope one day they will add this option. I'm trying to figure out what can I place, and I have realized that we have much more objects than I imagined. And here I placed the bonfire. I believe it is just like a pile of trash, including some old furniture. And when your sim will move here, first thing that he would like to do is to get rid of all this garbage unless he has a slop trade. And more random objects like this folding chair and planter. Here I place the lights from the Get to Work expansion pack. They remind me of these very cheap wall lamps that we had in The Sims 2. First, I was afraid that these lamps will have red light because it's, I believe, was added as a siren light, but I checked it, it's fine. And what is more, when I was playtesting, these lights were blocking the entrance, but I've raised them higher and everything works absolutely fine. And I'm adding decor details to the house, and as I've said, they can really save the box house, and some downpipes. I always place this on both residential and community lots. I think they just add more realism to the game. Here we are moving to the interior part. I've actually covered the whole house with the city living shabby floor tiles and wallpapers. They just great in terms of achieving this shabby look. Yeah, and here we are starting to arrange the most gross room of the house in my opinion. Stains on the floor from Dine Out game pack that I will add now. They make it absolutely disgusting. And I have also added grody lot trade, which will make your sim to think the same about this kitchen. I decided not to place cabinets, but instead of it, some shelving. And this pile of food waste, it's just hideous. And there's some bottles that were left by drifters. And here I placed some clutter on the shelf, and here I'm trying to place the microwave. I don't know why we're doing it. I don't know. And one more bottle, of course. The dining and living room are situated in one room with the hallway. Yeah, there are random chairs as they were brought from everywhere. Everything in this room is very simple, including the living room, and a lot of stuff is from the base game, and there are a lot of stuff from Get to Work, I believe. Yeah, and I really love how this table, this one, how this table in combination with TV created like a one unit object. This old kind of TV. Please let me know in the comments, do you remember these CRT TVs and huge computer displays, or you were born when there was no such thing? I imagine that this is the box that was left by previous owners of the house when they were moving out. And here I furnished the hallway, adding console table and pinboard, some very simple lighting. I didn't want to make the place too bright. I wanted to look more dim. And of course more garbage. What can I add more? And here I find some planks. It looks like they were part of the fence. I've actually replaced the span on the stove because it blocked Sim when he was cooking. And there's a surprise in the bedroom. What do you think it will be? It is dead body outline. Looks like there was some serious kind of clash in the wardrobe. Yeah, and the bedroom is very simple as well. Actually, this bed is not the cheapest option. At least your sim will sleep with comfort, I believe. I decided not to place window in the bathroom. I made the bathroom intentionally horrible. It isn't kind of like retro style. Maybe once it looked cute, but now it's simply gross. Adding some clutter in the bathroom. I actually use this OMSP shelf, this red shelf. It's very handy. I believe the bathroom was replanted by previous owners because there's a door leading to the boiler. And what am I doing is actually I am looking for a plunger. And while searching for it, I found some really cool objects like elevators and column as an object. You know, columns in the game stick to the grid and you cannot place them freely, but with this I hope we will be able to do it. I will definitely use this in my future houses. And again, back to the problem of finding what you need in the list of debug objects. Here I'm placing seriously a lot of empty bottles. It will take some time to delete them all, but everything for the atmosphere, right? I know my graphics settings really suck, and I'm extremely sorry for it, and I hope your eyes are not bleeding because of it. I hope one day I will be able to upgrade my PC, but for now, we have what we have. Even though this is filthy house, when previous owners lived here, the house was normal and they decorated it with some paintings and artwork, and some of it left here, like calendar and these curtains. And here I'm placing the graffiti, which is actually really expensive, but you know, the atmosphere. Here I will be trying to achieve the boarded up Windows look. I used to have custom content boards by Peacemaker, amazing creator, and you should definitely check out them on website or Tumblr for your fixer-upper gameplay. Unfortunately, I couldn't achieve this effect and decided to give up on it. And here I model more with the debug menu, and I guess this is the end, and yeah. So let's move to the final result. I believe besides grody lot trait, I have added the private dwelling trait. Of course you can easily remove them, but I think it will be better to do it when your sim will finally fix up this place. And total cost is about 17,000 simoleons, so yeah, this is the starter house. You can download the house in my gallery, the link is in the description box. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again. See you!